All right, all right, all right. Does it seem to you like there are just, I'm going to say, too many ways that you need to be paying attention to in order to try to get new clients? Does that ring a bell? That sound right to you guys? Well, it's true because getting clients is really a matter of positioning yourself, right? So that people know who you are and what you do, earning people's trust, and then asking for the sale. And there are a lot of ways that you can do these things. There's a lot of ways to skin this cat. One of my martial arts teachers once said to me, while talking about all the different martial arts, he said, there are 1,000 paths up the mountain, and from the top of the mountain, we all look over the same moon. And that means that there are a lot of ways you can get the same result. And so when it comes to you guys, and it comes to kind of knowing which ones to try and knowing which ones are going to work for you, there are better and worse choices. But beyond that, it's really, you have to have a lot of tools in your toolkit. And that's kind of the truth of the matter. So one of the ones I want to talk to you about today is something called the hand raiser post or the two-step post. This is a great way for organic. And by the way, I assume most of you in here know what organic marketing is. I assume you know what I mean when I say organic. It's primarily marketing that you do through your content and to your audience that's on Facebook that you don't spend a lot of money to do. Strictly speaking, organic means no money, but there's always money involved. So that could be a whole different conversation about whether or not organic marketing is even really possible or viable. But for now, let's talk about, strategies for getting those clients. Again, what you have to have in place is some authority and credibility. You've got to have authority and credibility in place. And if you have authority and credibility in place, you then need people to clearly understand what it is you do. That's the next piece. You got to have people clearly understand what it is that you do. And then from there, you really have to do, and this is the part that most people fail at, you have to actually offer people things. And so what we in the marketing world do is we break down all of those little things I just told you, and we blow them wide open, and we go inside of them, and we kind of tweak and experiment and test deeply within each one of those things. The authority and positioning is a huge topic. The making it clear who you are and what you do after you've created authority and positioning, huge topic. Creating offers that people say yes to, again, huge topic, big topic. By the way, if you're here, if you're on and watching, say something, say hi, send some emojis across the screen, make a comment, smiley face, whatever, let me know you're here. And so let's assume that you already have a little bit of an established kind of brand position for who you are and what you do. What you need now is a mechanism. Actually, you need a handful of mechanisms that get people to say yes to you. And the hand raiser post is a really nice one of those. The simple way of thinking of a hand raiser post is it's a very simple post on your Facebook profile that asks a direct question about whether or not people want a certain thing. So let's say you're going to do a Zoom call with a bunch of people and teach them something. Your hand raiser post might sound like, hey, this Thursday at 2:00, I'm doing a Zoom call where we do X, Y, Z. Would you like to join us? When people say yes, that's them raising their hands. Hence, that's why it's a hand raiser post. There are a lot of ways to improve that process, though, and turn a hand raiser post into something that creates a lot of good leads for you. So a thought or two on creating a lot of good leads for you. You have to be ready for having leads come in. This is another place that a lot of well-meaning coaches really kind of drop the ball. They do figure out how to get some leads generated, and they don't know what to do with them. This brings me to what I call the tire kicker post. The tire kicker is it could be as simple as a PDF. In fact, it could be as simple as something you write in Messenger and just send people one at a time, copy and paste style. But the tire kicker is meant to weed out the people that aren't a good fit for whatever it is you want to talk to them about. So you do a hand raiser post and people say, yeah, I'll check that out. Then you send them the tire kicker first before you send them whatever, talk to them about whatever it is that you're going to talk to them about. And again, the tire kicker is worded in a certain way so that it weeds out people who aren't a good fit. For those who are a good fit, you move them on to whatever the free thing is or the for sale thing is that you were originally talking about. And this is kind of in a nutshell how the hand raiser post works. So you get people's attention. You ask them if they'd like something, whether it's for sale or for free. Those who say yes, you put a tire kicker, send them a tire kicker, the PDF, we'll call it, first before talking to them about whatever it is you talk to them about. Sorting out those who are a good fit. That is right, sir. And this way you sort of get to filter, right? You're familiar with people panning for gold. They scoop up a bunch of stuff and then they shake it all through. Hopefully only the gold remains. That's the idea with the tire kicker post. Then you still have to have a conversation and talk to the people and get them to say yes to whatever, but that's a good way to get leads and to filter those leads. So to get leads, you need a hand raiser post. You need to figure out how to compose messages that make people say yes. To then filter through those people for who are the best fit, you need a tire kicker PDF, which you send them before talking to them about whatever it was that you got them to raise their hand for. Do you see how I'm doing that? So you raise your hand. I say, okay, great. Then I qualify you some more with this tire kicker. And if you make it through the tire kicker, then we can talk about whatever the thing is. Pretty good system. I'm going to be doing, let's see, today is the 10th. On the 14th and 15th, I'm going to be doing a live workshop training, teaching you all the nitty-gritty specifics of how to do, hi, Andrea, hey, Robert, how to do a hand raiser post that gets you leads, qualifies the leads, and ideally leads you to clients. This is going to be a 2-day workshop, probably an hour a day. It's going to cost you some money to join. It's going to cost you some money to join this. If you remember when you joined my group, you probably said copy that to a long introductory post that I asked everyone to read. And in that post, I said I reserved the right from time to time to do deep dive trainings that I would charge you a small amount for. And it will be a small amount. It'll probably be $97. But this $97 is going to teach you, like it taught Robert Abbey, how to fill your calendar with leads and conversations, sales conversations, conversations that lead to clients. This has helped many, many, many of my students to figure out a strategy for how to get leads coming in, good qualified leads. And isn't that why you're here? I mean, isn't that why you're here at the end of the day? So be on the lookout for that. 14th and 15th. Today's the 10th. So in 4 and 5 days. Starts in 4 days. 10, 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Whatever. You get the point. My math may not be so good, but I do know how to use a calendar. So I promise you it'll start at the right time. So I want you guys to really think about this and be ready, because this is going to be a great opportunity to learn the same system that I have taught people for $1,000 for $97. $97 for the same thing that I have been paid. I've been paid more than $1,000 to teach this, but I've sold this just as a training for $1,000 many, many times. It's so valuable because once you really master the hand raiser, you can pretty much just pull clients in. You can just sort of pull them in. So mark your calendars. If you want to know more, reach out to me and tell me you want to be in on the hand raiser training coming up. You want to be in on the hand raiser training coming up, and we'll get you in. Okay. All right. Look for me to be talking about this a lot more today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day leading up to starting. All right. See you guys.